big day for Canon. We have two brand new products. We have the brand new R6 V along with a brand new power zoom lens, the first for Canon. This is the 20-50 f4. So this is it. This is the brand new R6 V from Canon. Now it is a very video-centric, a video-first camera, which is very similar in its specs to the R6 III. However, there's some key differences to this camera that we get over top of the R6 III. Now the first thing you're going to notice when you pick up the R6 V is that it doesn't have any viewfinder. We don't have an electronic viewfinder, but that's okay because most of the time when we're shooting video, and this is such a video-specific camera, we're going to use the rear screen as it is anyways or hook up an external monitor. Now that being said, we do have the addition of active cooling, which is really nice because this way we have vents on the bottom which pull air through the camera and eject heat out to the side. This is a fantastic option which allows for much longer recording times. Now as far as the design of the camera goes, they've kept a few things I really quite like. I mean, Canon's always had really good ergonomics, which you can always appreciate, but we do have a dual card slot on the side here. We have a SD card port here as well. It's UHS 2 compatible, as well as my favorite card, the CF Express Type B cards, which are incredibly fast and great. I love it for offloading my images as well. And thankfully, we are keeping the same battery, the LPE6P battery, which we find in the majority of the new Canon cameras. So I'm glad they haven't changed the battery up. It's nice if I already have something existing I can carry over with that. Side of the camera here we have the usual ports, right, including a microphone jack, headphone jack, and a full-size HDMI port, which I can really appreciate, especially when I'm hooking up to an external monitor or another video source. So a couple things that get me excited about this camera as well is a tally lamp. I mean, when you're in front of the camera like I am so often, it's really nice to see if we're recording or not. We also have a front recording button here as well, and we do have a 1/4-20 thread on the side of the camera. So if you're setting up a vertical shooting rig, this makes it much more easy to attach. Now let's get into the meat of this camera. We are with a 32.5 megapixel sensor, capable of shooting 7K 60p, which is very impressive, as well as C-Log 2 and 3. This camera is definitely designed for a videographer in mind. I mean, in fact, there's 7 customizable buttons on this camera here to really make it work how you want to make it work. But where does this camera fit into the Canon lineup? So Canon's always had a really robust video setup going on. Depending on what level you needed, you certainly had an option for you. But let's say you're not quite that power user and that advanced creator who's really going into this C50, which is going to step you up into a lot of features and functions that you may or may not need and find yourself maybe a little bit overwhelmed by it. Maybe I don't need an XLR handle and all these other factors like this. And if you already have an existing R6 III, which is a fantastic camera, it's one of my favorite bang for the buck cameras on the market, but you find that it's a little more photocentric. This is what the R6 III is designed for, but it's still a very good video camera, but you want something that's definitely video centric. This is where the R6 V comes into play. Very similar in what this camera can do as far as codecs, as far as frame rates, everything else. They share a lot of information between the two of them. But this one has got very video-centric controls, and it really lends itself to be like the sister of the R6 III. Both these combined together make it a really potent 1-2 punch for an advanced creator. Now both these cameras are pretty advanced. They offer 7K 30 open gate RAW, which is very impressive, as well as 7K 60 RAW light, which is pretty cool. Now both these cameras do offer IBIS, which is fantastic, and face and eye detection when it comes to autofocus and face priority. So imagine shooting a bride and groom at a wedding. I can register both of their faces and the camera's going to track it really well. It's very impressive. And for me, I mean, I'm thinking if I'm a wedding photographer, this is a really potent, very well priced 1-2 punch. This is my photocentric camera that I'm going to spend most of my time shooting photos, but I can capture video clips very well, and it's going to match perfectly with my video-centric camera that I'm recording most of the product most of the day with when I'm shooting video. So the R6 V is a very exciting addition in the Canon lineup, especially if you are into videography. This is going to appeal to a lot of different people. Now, we haven't talked about this brand new lens. Something that differentiates the R6 V away from the R6 is it does have a rocker switch like their other V-series cameras do. And this 20-50, which is an incredibly practical range when it comes to shooting video. It's a constant f4, but it does have a power zoom to it. It's the first L-series power zoom lens that Canon's made, and they've implemented it really well. I do have a manual zoom here. I can easily go back and forth. It's very, very smooth, very quick to work with. But if I want to take advantage of this toggle switch here, flick a switch on the side here, come over here, and now this wide and telephoto is a variable range and how I can move this back and forth. I can go smooth, quick, fast, slow, so easy to work with. It takes a little bit of practice to get used to it, but man, this works fantastic. It's a great design from Canon. I really like what they've done with it. And the lens itself is stabilized, only enhancing the capability of hand-holding as camera. So it's a very lightweight, small lens with an incredibly great range. I mean, 20 millimeters is really nice and wide. I'm loving it. Now, I can't show you samples on the actual R6 V right now, but I took this lens with the R6 III and went out and got a few shots here. You can see what to expect out of this lens and how versatile it is. Imagine this as a wedding photographer, or if you're doing corporate events. This is going to be an incredible lens to work with in that situation. All right, the sun is setting here and I've had a very brief time with the Canon R6 V, but I'm really liking what Canon has got going on. It's always nice to see when there's an innovative product and something that fills out the lineup a little bit more. I mean, if you're an existing R6 III user and you're into videography as well, this is a really potent 1-2 punch. Your footage is going to match exactly, and the functionality and frame rates are all going to match really nicely as well. So Canon has got something kind of cool on their hands here. It's a little bit less expensive than the R6 III, but it's not overkill for a lot of people like the C50 just might be if you're not that much of a power user. This is still a really advanced creative combination for most people's use. But I, of course, want to know what you guys think of this brand new offering from Canon. I mean, the R6 V is a really interesting camera that's going to add to your cinematography and your videography needs. And what do you think of the brand new power zoom lens? That's their first L-series lens, a 20-50 f4. What do you think of that range? Let me know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow me on Instagram. It's been Dave from the Camera Store, and we'll catch you again soon.